Hello and welcome to the weekly moon update. In these videos, we talk about the moon energy for the current week. In this video's case, we're talking about April 14th through the 20th. We have a last quarter moon week because we had a full moon last week, our big Libra full moon. So hopefully you were able to find some balance and for things to settle down a little bit since eclipse season. And this week continues with that energy, especially because this is the first week where Venus is direct and Mercury is direct. So we have just kind of regular energy happening this week. Because it's the last quarter, we're kind of slowing down. This is a waning moon, so the energy and light is decreasing, and we are getting ready and preparing for a new moon next week, our first new moon since eclipse season. And it's a Taurus moon, which is going to help us continue with those themes of balance and centeredness and groundedness that the Libra full moon brought. So without further ado, let's jump into the moon energy for this week. So again, our main phase of the week is happening at the end of the week. Like last Saturday, we had our full moon. This Friday, we have our last quarter moon when it is transitioning from Sagittarius to Capricorn. So technically it's a last quarter Capricorn moon, but it's really only 50% lit for a very brief amount of time. So you can look at it as Sagittarius or Capricorn. So that's happening on Friday. So that means the beginning of the week, we have a waning gibbous moon, which means the moon is still more than half lit, and it's just going to continue to decrease until it's 50% right here on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday we'll have a waning crescent moon, meaning the light part is the crescent shape that you'll see in the sky. So we are starting off this week with a waning gibbous Scorpio moon. The moon moved into Scorpio last night around like 10:30, I think. So we're starting off fresh with Scorpio energy. For those of you who have been here a while, I don't like starting off the week with a water sign in general, but most specifically not with a Scorpio moon. But the thing about when we're following the moon and we're noticing that we feel differently on when the moon is in a different zodiac sign or when the moon is in a different phase, this often means that like there's something that you need to work through. So struggling on Scorpio days means that something is probably coming up for you, something from the subconscious or something emotional, something that you maybe don't really feel that comfortable looking at. And if that bothers you, triggers you, upsets you, it's probably because you're supposed to be looking at this thing and it's like you keep pushing it down because you don't have time for it. Like, who has time to sit there and process their emotions? We have to make time for these things, but on a Monday when you're trying to start out your week and you're wanting to be productive, you're feeling energized and balanced from that Libra full moon, and now Scorpio is going to come in and be like, wait, you forgot to process something. And it's kind of frustrating and it's irritating. So a Scorpio Monday is not my favorite, but it is what it is. And we're going to be in that energy for all day Monday and all day Tuesday. On Wednesday, the moon will move into Sagittarius very early in the morning. So again, we're starting our day off fresh with a Sagittarius moon. I kind of like that. Like when we transition in the middle of the day, it's I don't know, it's kind of disorienting a little bit. It's like you start off your day feeling one way and then you end the day in totally different energy. So I like it when we have like all whole days of one sign and one energy. It's really nice. So Sagittarius is the centaur. Its symbol is the arrow. So this is about finding direction. And this would be a good day to like kind of prioritize the things that you want to do this moon cycle, and maybe like moving things to the next moon cycle if you don't have time or energy for them. But because this is a waning gibbous moon, we still have a lot of energy, even though the moon is decreasing and waning in light. So we are going to be in Sagittarius all day Wednesday and all day Thursday. And then we're going to have that midday transition on Friday, moving into Capricorn at 2:12 p.m. So again, like all of the signs like lead into each other. Sagittarius moon helps you kind of like pinpoint, like, this is what I want to do. And then Capricorn can help you prioritize and figure out, okay, how are we going to get this done before the new moon, or how are we going to get this done in the whatever amount of time that you have allotted it for. And we'll be in Capricorn energy for the rest of Friday, all day Saturday, and then for most of Sunday as well. The moon's going to start to transition late or early evening Sunday, but it won't actually move into Aquarius until 11:22 p.m. So we're, for the most part, going to be in Capricorn energy or void of course energy all weekend. So this, whenever we have these really productive signs, like a Capricorn or a Virgo moon on a weekend, it just feels like this is like time to get stuff done at home. It's like catching up on those chores that you didn't before. Maybe this is a good day, a good weekend to meal prep for the new moon next week, or just meal prep for the week in general, if that's something that you do weekly. So if you have a slow start with this water Monday and Tuesday, things feel like they're going to be like picking up a little bit as we make our way to the last quarter. And really from the last quarter of moon to the new moon is really when I just slow things down. I don't put too much pressure on myself to get really big things done because I just usually don't have the energy. And this is like mental energy, physical energy. It's different for everybody, you know. So we are using the Priestess of Light Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber and our card this week is Soul Radiance Phoenix Rising. When I pulled this, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, like that was kind of like the theme of the solar eclipse, is the phoenix rising from the ashes, like allowing things to burn and burn all the way down to the ground, burn all the way down to just ashes, and figuring out what is going to grow from that, what is going to rise from the ashes. So we literally have this Phoenix Rising card today. This Radiant Priestess calls out that your ultimate victory is at hand. Her arms and wings are raised in salutation. A new beginning is arriving after a long and perhaps difficult time. Eclipse season. In fact, you are about to take the flight of the phoenix and rise above the ashes of some old unwanted fire. This fire may have taken different forms, work or finances, relationships or health issues to varying degrees. It may have seemed like an interminable dry spell, a lengthy period of waiting for change or longing for resolution. Or the fire may have been much more severe, involving loss, anxiety, and deep grief. There may have even been times when you felt the difficulties would consume you. This card is telling you that those times are coming to an end. Whew, thank goodness. A newfound sense of freedom arises, but don't forget, the source of real power and freedom is always within you. When you find yourself living through a dark night of the soul, remember the presence and truth of your spirit. Your soul's resonant frequency vibrates with the divine light that no darkness can diminish. It is only when you obsess on your personal problems that you feel surrounded by loss and limitation. That's a harsh truth. But you must let that false view go. Real solutions arise when you open up to the power of your eternal truth and perspective. So if you're still trying to overcome a difficult situation, or if something has caused self-doubt or loss of courage, Pause to meditate on your own unerring, unending light. For it is this divine frequency, your own soul's radiance, that will finally lift you above the old limitations into free, unfettered flight. The affirmation for this card is, I feel the power of my soul radiating outward in a beautiful, resonant vibrations. Success is coming to me now. I love this deck. If not just, I mean, everything about it, the artwork, the messages that are very like soul touching, and the affirmations are really, really profound and kind of easy. I find that I really like sticking them on my bathroom mirror and or like on my altar and reciting them whenever I sit there. They're just really, really powerful messages in this deck. And I think that we surely can all like use this relief and this hope and this powerful message, because eclipse season was a lot. This year has been a lot. The last few years have been a lot. Like, it's just been so much, and like one thing after the other, that last week and this week and hopefully a little bit, we're going to feel this like sense of relief and calm that I think we're all kind of needed, because it's I don't know, like I feel like I've been stuck in survival mode for so long that it's like I don't know how to be still and quiet anymore. And because I just feel like I'm always scrambling, trying to like get things done or make something work, fix something that's broken, or like trying to make the best of something. And it's just so exhausting. And like these last few weeks have just, or specifically last week and this week, just feel like this sense of relief and just like an opportunity to kind of collect yourself and begin again and finally feel like we're moving in a direction that isn't just like the same thing that's going to bring us back to the cycle that we're trying not to repeat. So I love this card for this week. We also have a third eye chakra card. So I feel like, I mean, the waning moons are meant to be more intuitive. So I noticed that we have a lot more third eye or like crown or soul star cards that come up in the waning moons when we have more of our like root solar plexus sacral when the moon is waxing. I've kind of noticed that lately. So we've got a third eye card. The crystal they recommend is azurite and the herb is eyebright. So access your inner wisdom hidden deep in the well of your being. Hear the whispers of benevolent spirits and see the visions of things yet unseen. When your intuition expands, your perception is enhanced and you are able to fully transcend duality. In a multidimensional universe, we have access to many more tools and possibilities than we realize. Receive these gifts of clear sight and clear awareness. They are yours to work with and enjoy. Interesting. These both really start about like having those tools within and that inner light and that inner wisdom. And I swear to you guys that I shuffled this deck. Like I shuffled this deck kind of excessively. Oh, dang it. Are you doing that thing again? I shuffled this deck excessively, but we have the same card that we did. I think it was last week. Was it last week? Yep. We've got Amber again. And I swear, like I shuffle a lot on stream when I'm doing readings, but I shuffle even more for pulling these cards and like for my own personal stuff. Like I don't know, I just like shuffling. So I shuffle a lot. This card popped out again. We've got Amber, a stone of wisdom, abundance, warmth, and deep nurturing energy. It's protective ally that prevents psychic attacks and repels negative energy. Amber activates the solar plexus chakra, which supports your health and ignites confidence and personal power. Well, there goes my theory about solar plexus energy during waxing phases. So the affirmation for this card is, I am confident, nurtured, and protected. I also love this card to go with the phoenix rising from the ashes, because Amber has that kind of like smoldering, fiery coal energy. We've still got a lot of energy, and I think you can see that reflected in like the power that these cards are offering, the power and the light and the look at, even though this is a more like, even though this is like a more purpley color here that's on this card and doesn't completely match this card, I still feel like the cards are matching each other with this amber. And like it doesn't really show up on the screen that well, but she has like a golden, this is like very much like Cleopatra vibes. She has like a golden necklace on and a golden head thing on. And then we have this dark blue, which This blue feels more third eye chakra or indigo color to me than this purpley one. But anyways, I just love how the cards have been matching lately. I like it when things match. I hope you guys had a wonderful full moon last week, and I hope that you're feeling that balance and feeling that it's not necessarily calm. It's just like this acceptance. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of like a letting go, a relief, a sigh that just, wow, we made it through eclipse season. So I hope that you're feeling that. I hope that you are able to ignite the fire within and rise from the ashes and feel that power that is from all of the hard work that we've all been doing through eclipse season, but just generally speaking. So I hope you're able to find that and see that within yourself. And uh, I am so grateful for you being here. I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. Like, hi, Odin. What's up, Odin? What are you talking about? She just wants attention. Where are you at? There she is. Hey, honey. She's always right off camera. Oh, there she goes. I wish you could hear her. She makes the silliest noises. Okay, so